A warm welcome to Anuradha Vedic Astrology. Today we are going to talk about the placement of Mars in the 5th house and the results it gives us generally. But before that, a big thanks to all of you for liking, sharing and subscribing to all our channels, be it Spotify or YouTube, and writing in your comments and suggestions there. If you haven't subscribed to our channels, please do, and do press the bell icon so that you can get the updates ASAP. What happens when Mars is placed in the 5th house? As per classics, it is stated that when Mars is placed in the 5th house, one becomes extremely fearless. One has absolutely no problem in doing acts which can be very bold, which can also be sinful depending on the aspects that is received by this Mars. Such a person is a great crisis manager, and such a person is also a great athlete, because we know that all these activities require a lot of your physical efforts, and Mars gives you the energy to do all those physical efforts. What more, this Mars shows a great deal of passion in earning good amount of money, and one can become very well known depending on the nakshatra, again as I say, and the house that in the sign that Mars is sitting in. Also, we can note that this Mars, as per the classics, obviously it is stated that a person can have a loss of child. Well, I have found it to be working very true, and I see that depending on the nakshatra, it can be the child that one has, and also depending on the gender, because this 5th house placement of Mars can show that if it is in a person's chart, in a male chart, his wife can suffer that loss, and if it is in the female's chart, she herself can undergo a miscarriage or can lose her baby in other ways. Now, such a person can, the nakshatra placement, the sign placement matters a lot. How? Because say if it is in the sign of Leo, in the sign of Leo, it gives a person immense courage to do whatever that they want, because it is the Lagna Lord also, and this person is good at managing his or her own self. Obviously, these person will not have a lot of control over their expenditure and can make foolish expenditures when it comes to doing a lot of show off, which they at a later time can have problems with. If it is in the sign of say Capricorn, then in that case, such a person will also be great at business. They will hold administrative positions. They will make lots of money, as it is said. But again, they can be just to show themselves off in front of others, to create a good ambience in their circle of friends, in their circle, business associates, they can be making those expenditures. When it is happening in the sign of Leo in the 5th house, those expenditures could be related to your religious spendings, they can be related to your personal spending on your spouse also. So, all those things will create a lot of issues. Now, let us talk about charts that we have. The chart that I put forward first is the chart of Ajay Devgan. In the chart of Ajay Devgan, the Mars is placed in the 5th house. It is a Yoga Karaka, and it is sitting in its own house of Scorpio, because the Lagna here is coming from Cancer. You need to check out the nakshatra also, because I will fine tune it for you later. The nakshatra is Jyeshtha here. We know Ajay Devgan has made lots of money through his action oriented movies, and it is also a known fact that his wife Kajol had a miscarriage along the line. He is also a great crisis manager, and people do go to him for help. Never afraid of extending himself, being very cryptic and very straightforward in his talk, that the 5th house Mars, when it comes to oratorship, is seen. Let us talk about the Mars again in the 5th house in the same sign of Scorpio for Abhinav Bindra. Again, the Lagna is Cancer. But notice that this Mars is placed in the Nakshatra of Anuradha. We know Abhinav Bindra is a sports person. We know that he's helped many people achieve that status. We know that he's got his name and fame as the only shooter who's got that first gold medal in Olympics for India. So what does it differ? How does the difference come up? Because one has it in Jyeshtha and the other has it in Anuradha. A go-getter, a daredevil to the core, one who is a pioneer. We can look into Ajay Devgan's history and we will be able to know that Ajay Devgan has done many stunts which had never been done ever before. And he'd got name and fame, established himself because of his stuntmanship. At the same time, Bindra, again a fierce warrior, again somebody who is known for his game, who is known for his athlete, but a person who is very calm, a person who connects others, and so that these athletes can again grow. Why is that connectivity coming from? It's coming from the nakshatra of Anuradha, and one who runs a institute where he helps those students who are not from as affluent a background as his to get up in life. So you can see the very fine tuning difference from the nakshatra involved. Do let us know how you found this video, and we'll come back for more with more for you.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.